N.H. Ravindranath is a professor of ecology in Indian Institute of Science. He joins me now live from Bangalore, India. Professor, good to have you here with us on TRT World. New York City's air quality index stood at 174 on Wednesday, which is considered very unhealthy. Is it the worst it could get, or could it get a whole lot worse?
Yeah, it could get a whole lot worse because it's common in New Delhi to have more than 300 AQI index value. So it's possible. Yeah, I'm sure in New York will get by tomorrow or day after it could cross 250 to 300 air quality index value.
How unprecedented is this in your view?
Well, this has happened in many regions earlier in Southeast Asia, in the US, and in Canada also. But this time it's becoming bigger because it's affecting Toronto, New York, and many other bigger cities. It's affecting air travel, quality of life, and so on. So this time it looks bigger, and we are still having the whole of June and early July. We could even have much more forest fires and wildfires and much more pollution in the coming days and weeks.
You have pointed out a very interesting thing here. I was speaking to my reporter in Ottawa, and he was telling me that this is basically not the prime season for wildfires in Canada. The prime season is somewhere around July and August. Why do you think we are seeing such devastating wildfires right now in Canada?
Yeah, I think this year it seems that during the springtime, it's much drier than normal and much warmer than normal. So I think this because of this, normally it's a drought, high temperature. A combination of these two will cause forest fires. But I think this year the summer came very early. Even during springtime, there are high temperatures and dryness.
And Professor, before I let you go, in the end, it all comes down to climate change, does it not?
Of course, with climate change, all predictions, projections, all the science says that it will be warmer and it will be drier. That means guaranteed more and more wildfires. In Canada, this year already 3.5 million hectares of forests have been burned right at the beginning of the season. US every year 3 to 5 million hectares are burned. So it's going to be more and more intense and frequent wildfires.
All right, Professor Ravindranath, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.